Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Hey, it's Robert J. Moore, Next Level. Hello, everybody, and thank you so much and welcome back to the Next Level Coaching. One of the biggest things that people are struggling with is getting email content, sending emails out and getting other people's emails to send a newsletter out or to send when they're doing webinars or let people know what's going on with their business. And I want to walk you through something that I'm doing. So basically what I want to do is I want to walk you through the situation and teach you a little bit about it, just give you the framework. Now, it's not going to give you the whole thing unless you want to come work with me. You know what I mean? It's going to give you the idea of what I'm doing and how it's working. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you right now. So as promised, I want to walk you through what I'm doing here to give you a little bit of information. Now, like I said, it's going to be the framework. It's going to be basically the basics of what I'm doing. And it's going to help you at least have a little bit of knowledge of how to go about doing what I'm doing. So how to utilize basically an email marketing to grow your business is one of the easiest things I've ever seen. I know a lot of people sit there and say, well, it's not that easy because I don't understand it. Well, it's probably because you haven't been taught correctly. And once you're taught correctly, something like this, I mean, it's pretty basic. So when you're looking at building your email list, you can go and get forms. You can get forms anywhere you want. I mean, to grow your list bigger and faster, I would do a form. You could do a landing page, basically, sell a book. If you have a book, there's a lot of authors out there, sell a piece of your content. One of the biggest things to do is say, hey, listen, I got a newsletter. Would you like to be a part of my newsletter? Would you like to have a free book? Here's a free book. Just give me your email. Now, it's an exchange for the emails, what you're doing. You're exchanging the email for it, and this helps out quite a bit. When you're doing that, it allows the other person to have something that they want. They're getting something in return that they want. So, I mean, you could do pop-ups. Like when we do go on the website, you'll sit there and see it pops up, and it asks us once or twice if we want to join the email or join. If we forgot something, maybe you'll get a message sitting there saying, hey, you forgot to tick this or do that or do this. So in order to get those new followers, make something invitable to them. So want to create exchange email content. So you got your content. I mean, we all got content, and if you don't, you got to look at what content you want to put out there. Now, don't be giving all content away for free. Not all, but you want eye-catching visuals. You want to make sure that what they see, like if you have a 21-day program, maybe offer 7 days for a low price. If they like it from there, they can continue doing the other 2 weeks or whatever. Or you could do a 3-day one and do a separate one, do a 3-day program, give the introduction to it, and that's it. I mean, they don't have to have the full program or nothing like that. They could sign up for something. As long as they're signing up for something and you get their name and their email, that's perfect. Really all you need is their email because half time they don't really go by their name anyways. So like I said, use valuable information, up to date stuff. Keep up with times. I want to say keep up with times. When you keep up with the times and you do the right thing to give people content and you show them a solution to the problem, like I'm doing right here, this is a solution to a problem that helps extremely well. So here's the next one. This one here is segment your email list, dividing subscriptions based on demographics. So, I mean, you're looking at US, UK, you could actually do cities, you could actually do towns, you could do, you could actually do continents, whatever you want to do. It's up to you how you want to do it, but what you need to do is you need to break it down. Me, I just do it anywhere. It doesn't matter where it is because I'm online anyways. So when I use marketing software, I'm going to show you that in a few minutes, to automate my segmentation in order to do this stuff, in order to pull the people in order to, like, I don't do anything. I set it up and it does it on its own, literally. And this is what I want to teach you. This, I want to give you the basics of this so you have a clear understanding of it. I don't want you to overlook this. I don't want you to sit there and say, oh, this is too complicated, because really it's not complicated at all. Us as people, as human beings, have a problem with the fact of thinking things are too complicated because it's too new to us and it's out of our element. Well, let me tell you something. When you go out of your element, that's when you learn. Remember that. That's when you learn. Now you could actually do a split campaign, and you could do testing, which is right here, the A/B testing. Everybody talks about you can do testing over here, testing over there, see which one does best. And they could be the exact same ones, but just different areas and different people, different thoughts. You could do, change different things in, different, maybe a book to video content, try different things like that. See what works best for you. It depends on what you're doing and what your niche is. Mine, I'm a coach. I'm a high-end coach. I like helping people grow their business. This thing here, this is absolutely incredible, this stuff I'm doing. There's a reason why I call it next level, because I'm going to the next level doing this. And I came to this business, I put this business together to show people that I can go to the next level, go back to the top, and I don't have to worry too much about it, because I want to bring people with me. And when I was at the top before, I got lonely because I didn't bring people to the top. So now I open this business up and I want to bring people to the top. And I want to bring them to the top in the right way. So you want to maximize the effectiveness of email campaigns. So I would say do 3 campaigns a week. And you can set it up easily to do that. Now, what I'm doing, every day I'm doing 2 postings, maybe 3 postings a day on LinkedIn or Facebook or all the other ones. Now, the email ones I'm doing is in the newsletters. I'm doing that once a week. Because of the fact I'm already well known, people don't need to be, hey, this guy's cool. I mean, you see it 3 times a week. You can actually do it 2 times a week, 1 time a week, 3 times a week. It depends on what you're putting out there. Just don't overbury them with your emails. They do want other emails too. So here you go. You can automate emails, workflows. So basically, like I was saying before, set up an automated email. Put the email together. As soon as they click on it and they say they want that book or they want that content that you're offering them, now they get an email back to them say, hey, you signed up, blah, 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 blah. It's just like that other time when you left something in the cart before and they get that email back and you sit there and say, oh, hey, I forgot about this. I forgot about that. That's the same idea. What they're doing is they're poking at you in order to let you see that you left something behind. You still want it because you've shown interest to this. When you send people birthday wishes on Facebook or LinkedIn or something like that, you may not know them. You may not know them, but it also opens a door when you sit there and be polite to people and say, hey, happy birthday. I really wish you have hope you have a good one. And that opens a door to communication. So that's really cool too. You just want the key touch points. You want to make sure you engage on the key points. Find out what the solutions are to the problem, what people are struggling with. Utilize that in your business. And then you could utilize an email marketing platform as automation features. Now, I'm going to show you one of the ones I use and how I use it. So I want you to, like I said, you're going to get the framework of this. You're not going to get the whole thing because I'm not going to walk you through the integration of how I did this, how I did that. I'm just going to give you the basics. And the reason for that is because I want you to come to me and say, listen, I would like to learn that. And I'd walk you through it within the hour, and we negotiate things. But check this out. This is one I actually do. This is actually one I do. And this whole thing's set up. And I'm going to show you how it works. Integration, you could use different things. Like I'll show you right here. The organization, I mean, as you see, I could use it with all these different integrations. Now, some of them cost a few dollars here and there, but I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, if you look at this one here has been like June 6th. I put $10 in. And from June 6th to here, it just takes a couple dollars here and there, like 80 cents, $2.40. This one here does not cost anything, and I'll show you what that one there does in a minute. So what I want to do is I want to show you the main thing here that I have, this scenario. So this is one of my scenarios I have, and it goes to a link in my Facebook, and this is all the other, that's one that's cost money. This one doesn't, and this is just Google Sheets from different areas that I picked up, like Google ads and everything else. So different news that I've done. So I'm going to do a run. I'll show you. So you see how I hooked it up here, and it's starting to go scroll across. When you see the numbers above it, it means you've done well. It means it's going to that connection, and there's no problems with the connection. So I'll just show you how it works. It was good. So now if I go across to my Facebook, so you see it just put this one here on there just now, and I was on with you, so you know it wasn't me. And then I can actually go into this one, and you can see on mine here that it was just posted too. See, everything's just posted just now. See, isn't that cool? So I mean, anybody can actually do that. It's a little tiny one here. They don't have to be large. It just has to be something to grab people's attention on what you're doing, to lure them in. And that's basically what that's all about. So all this is hooked up, and I hook it up, and it does it for a month. Literally does it for a month. So that's email, and what I do is I hook that up so that people can come in and sign up for my newsletter. Now I get their email. When I get their email, I put them on the email list, and then they get to know when I'm having my special events, or I'm having, a freebie that I want to just give people some stuff, and stuff like this. I want to put this together so that people know that they don't have to suffer. They don't have to hire certain people to do. This is time consuming. Yes, I'm going to admit this is time consuming, but the thing is, it's well worth it at the end. It probably took me an hour to put this together. I've done some really big ones that really connected to 20 places at once. So I mean, it's endless what you can actually do. It's truly endless. So making things a lot easier, like automation, and doing things the simple way, which we think are the hard way, um, is a lot easier than getting someone else to do it and worrying if they're doing it wrong. If something goes wrong with the automation, we could easily fix it. It's not that big of a problem, and it's cost effective. It's very handy. Like I said, I could do all my newsletters. I could do all my different emails at one shot. I just set it up to go out at certain days, certain times. I do books. I put out books out there. I put out different packages I put out there. I do webinars out there, and get a lot of emails. Get a lot of emails come through. And the thing is, they're from all over the world because of the fact of I'm hitting a core where people need the solution too. So automation, I mean, this is about keeping up with the times right now. This is about letting you guys know that make things easier, and you work less. You could travel. You make money, residual money while you sleep. Now, I just had a guy come in, and we did a trailer for my business. And this trailer explains to you basically what my business is about and how I work. I'm going to play it for you right here, right now, because I think it's very important, and it's perfect timing for it. I'm Robert J. Moore. I'm the founder of Next Level Coaching, and Next Level Coaching is what brings people up. So what I did was I just started this business to help people grow. But really, I started it to help me grow first, so that way my students can't pass me. So if I'm continuously growing, I could actually continuously allowing people to grow with me. And that's what I love best about it. I had another business before. It just happened to be a very successful business. But I felt lonely because I felt like I wasn't bringing people to the top with me. I was at the top, but I got lonely. I'm an outside box thinker. So basically, what I do is I'll go to an event or whatever, and I'll see how they work things. I don't really go to the event to listen to the people because I can actually go elsewhere to listen to, like on YouTube or their website, or personally, I would already know them to be there in the first place. So what I do is I look at how they market things, how they get people there, how they talk, how they wear things, how they dress up the room, because I want to utilize that into something I'm doing in order to be an outside box thinker. I want to go the extra mile. When I go the extra mile and give people solutions to their problem, it allows people to adapt to you and say, hey, this I like to work with this guy. I've helped numerous of people reach their goals, and I'm not one to give up on a person. So what I did was I do a next level coaching to bring people with their passion to the top, not money to the top, because money will follow if you do it the right way. So your next level coaching is just a name. It's where you can actually find automation. You can actually learn about automation, learn about the goals that you're seeking, learn about how to put things. I don't have to hire other people to do the jobs I'm doing. I just hire AI. AI does all the stuff for me. And if you utilize it the right way, you can actually have it doing all your postings. You can actually do your marketing, and you would be amazed the newsletters that go out there. You make. Here's the thing: you can make money automated when you do it the right way, and it's residual money. So, like I was saying, I mean, doing automation like that, it takes time. But if you really want to do it the right way and you want to spend the time to do it and spend that, say, an hour, maybe 2 hours, maybe 3 hours at most to put it together, you're looking at setting something up that's going to be good for a month, maybe 2 months. Like I only check it once a month, basically, to give it new information so it can put out new information. It doesn't recycle the same information that it has. One of the biggest things is making your choice to actually do something like that. We're stuck in our old ways, and the problem is times are changing. It is really changing. So if you want to keep up with the times, you got to look at what you're utilizing in your business and how you're utilizing it. And basically, are we struggling to get to that next level? Are we pushing our way through? Are we struggling to actually, make that extra money that we need to? If we are, then you really got to look at the situation of what you're doing in your business, and you need to put something different in there. And that's why I changed things. So I did the same thing with my newsletters. I actually put newsletters out. I use a whole different system for that. And maybe next week or the week after, or at some point in time, I can actually walk you through that and just teach you a little bit about that too, and show you how it works and the amount of people that come in, the subscribers, and how you can make money with it. It's really quite interesting. So I use different systems to help benefit me. So me doing that is called a solution to my problem. So I don't have to hire someone. I don't have to put someone in the way of doing that. Now I could always put someone in and do research for me. Different research, different testings, and everything else. I don't mind doing that, but it's pretty easy when this material's already there, and you just have to learn the ins and outs of it. I want to keep up with the times. I want to be able to be the best I can be. I want to be able to help other people out, and I want them to grow. See, that's the biggest thing with me. I want people to grow. I don't need the recognition. I don't need to be, hey, look at me. Hey, yo, 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 look at me. I got this. I got that. Yeah, I'm in Forbes. Yeah, I'm Guinness World Record, but I got a lot of different credentials and everything else. But it's not about me. Truthfully, I do this stuff because it's not about me. And yeah, I need to pay the bills. Yeah, I need money. We all do. But the thing is, I don't focus on that money. I focus on what I could do to help you out and help make sure your business is running smoothly in order to get paid. So when you're happy and you're seeing the right things, you're talking word of mouth. You're talking word of mouth. When you're talking word of mouth to other people, It's getting around to other people. So that's enough credibility I need. I mean, I love credibility, don't get me wrong. But when you get so much of it and you already been there to the top, you don't really need it as much. I just learned that helping other people and watching other people, just to sit there and see someone grow, to see someone get that first subscriber, to see someone become that first author, to see someone put the credential behind their name, to see someone finish a course and they're really happy about it. And knowing they took my advice in order to reach that, man, I tell you, that's an overwhelming feeling. That's so beautiful. It makes me feel so proud. It makes me want to go out there and learn some more. And that's what I do. I love learning so I can stay on top. I don't ever want to stop learning. And especially when it comes to the new stuff like this, I don't want to be left behind. I certainly don't want to be left behind. Because when the times is changing with the shifting and all this, with the AI and all that stuff coming in, that's what I like. And that's one thing I can honestly say is I utilize it in the right way. And I want you to utilize it in the right way. I mean, we can't abuse it or nothing. You start abusing it and start doing the wrong thing with it, it kind of shuts you down. It's pretty smart. So, and not only that, I'm working with 2 coaches right now that are the top coaches. One is using AI. The other one happens to be CEO of Think and Grow Rich. So he's certifying me in different ways, and we're working together different ways on the build things. And it's pretty cool because there are 2 different techniques that I'm learning, and it's amazing. You're learning 2 different ways, but you're also learning that there's a growth. There's growth there because one's dealing with the interpersonal stuff, one's dealing with the emotional stuff, dealing with that stuff, and the other one's dealing with the business stuff at the same time. So basically, I'm dealing with me, and then the other coach, I'm dealing with the business, which is really cool. It's really cool. And he's done exceptionally well with the business himself. He's done hey, he went from $1.53 to $200 million online, all online. You know what I mean? And I honestly could say I've done exceptionally well. I've done exceptionally well online, and I continue doing exceptionally well. I mean, I've had several of my students not long ago. They're winning awards left, right, and center. Another one got in Forbes. It's really kind of cool. It's really kind of cool to watch them grow, to watch them, reach the goals that they've achieved and they dreamed of. I mean, they're dreaming of bigger goals now. Oh, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this. I said, well, if that's what you want to do, then put it out there. Let's do it. Let's get you out there and do it. You got to know the back frame for it first. You got to know when you do anything, I don't care what it is. When you do anything, you got to map it out. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to go to Forbes and I'm going to be a part of it. It doesn't work that way. Go to Forbes, say, listen, what's the prerequisites to get in? What's the prerequisites before that? What's the prerequisites before that? So you got to go that downwards, right, in order to do it. It's like school. If you want a PhD, you go to the school you want to graduate from. You look online, see what the prerequisites are for that course. Now work your way down and what school will accept it. So now you got to see what school you have to do to get in there. And then you go from there, you look at what prerequisites for that school is and what school you need to get in that one. That way you could climb that ladder a little faster. I honestly hope you enjoyed today. And I really think that if you're not caught up with things and you really want to have a communication, if you want to have a talk with me about things, feel free. Feel free to get a hold of me. I'm not that hard to get a hold of. You'll see at the very end of this video, you'll see how to get a hold of me. It's not that hard. You could email me. You can go on my website. You could go on my calendar, make an appointment, whatever it may be. Go on Facebook, get a hold of me. I'm willing to work with anybody that has the same vision, building their business and moving forward. Now, I have refused people in the past because their vision we didn't line up. Very rare, very rare. You got the odd person that only focuses on money. I won't do it. I won't help you with that because I don't fast track things. There's no, look, let's put it this way. My shining fame, overnight success, took 15 years. Now I'm willing to help someone within a 1 or 2 year span make that happen for them. They don't have to wait 15 years. They can make maybe 6 months to 2 years or whatever. Depends how good of a learner they are. It depends on what we need to teach them. Depends on how we have to guide them. But they can get there. And I know that for a fact because I've helped so many businesses reach goals, like unbelievable goals. I've seen a couple. I've seen a couple that come to me. This couple was just about to sign bankruptcy. Literally, they were going to sign bankruptcy. They come to me. They worked with me. They worked their butt off. And then they end up paying off their house. They end up paying off different things, and they got themselves back to 6 figures. What a beautiful thing to watch. I had another guy come to me years ago. He was at another event, and I met him at a different event. It wasn't my event, it was somebody else's. Gave me his card, his business card. And he said not one person read it that day. They just looked at it and put it in their pocket. I read it. On that thing there, it said his name. And then it said, looking for an opportunity. I questioned him about that. I said, what do you mean looking for opportunity? I said, you're not working? Or he said, I'm struggling. I'm struggling right now. I'm having a hard time. I'm a couple $100,000 in debt. I'm married with a kid. We're about ready to lose our house. And he says, I'm spending my money to come to events to try and see what I could do to help myself out. So I worked with him. I gave him a break for, 3 months or so. And I did charge him, because if you do something for free, you're not gonna be hard on yourself. If you actually put money in someone else's pocket and you pay for something, you're actually wanting to earn it. You want to earn that, and you want to actually work harder to go out of your way to make it happen. 6 months into it, 7 months into it, he says, listen, I'm sorry, I can't do this no more. I need to fix up the house. We got to sell the house, and we got to move. He just kind of disappeared. He was depressed. And I understood that. That's okay. Gets hold of me 2 years later. 2 years later, he gets a hold of me. And what do you know? He says, I want to thank you so much. And I said, sure, that's great. What are we thanking me for? He said, something I said, he can't remember what it was, something I said stuck with him. The situation is, he ended up working for Bob Proctor when he was alive, a good friend of mine I was on stage with many times. He ended up working with Bob Proctor, closely with him. He made a boatload of money, ended up paying his debt off, and he's in the clear too. Now, these are things I like to see, hear, and it makes me feel overwhelmed. Makes me feel like I'm on the right track here. I got to keep doing what I'm doing because I'm changing lives. You may not think you are, but trust me, people are watching you. People are learning from you. They're just too shy to admit it. Some of these people just don't want to admit it. Look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you for hanging in there, and cheers, everyone.